Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the CD guy, Johnny Z here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel, and I'm here today with a little bit of a collection update. Going to be sharing with you guys the 10 most expensive CDs and vinyl albums in my collection, according to DISCOGS. Let's get things started here with the first pressing of Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses with the original uncensored artwork here. And this also comes with an insert of the Guns N' Roses logo as a sticker, which is pretty cool. And so DISCOGS has this at a low of $80, a median price of $215, and a high of $1.1 thousand. And of course, part of its worth on Discogs and pretty much everywhere else depends on the condition of the record, and I'm pretty confident in saying this is still in very good condition. The record still plays fine, and there's a little bit of slight wear on the packaging, but nothing significant at all. And of course, due to the nature of the original artwork here, it was vetoed, and of course we would know the classic artwork that would come on future pressings, so kind of hard to find an original copy, let alone in good condition. So here from 1987, you have the original Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Another rare GNR item here, an original copy of Live Like a Suicide. This was limited to only 10,000 releases on cassette and vinyl, and so again, this is another one in good condition. I'd say this is in near mint condition, as a matter of fact. I felt nervous just taking out of the plastic for this video, but looking at what's listed here on Discogs for a low of $100, a median of $197 before shooting up to a high of $499, so basically a high of $500. Next, we have my favorite album of all time, The Crimson Idol by W.A.S.P. The Crimson Idol on red vinyl, limited to 500 copies in the UK, pre-signed by Blackie Lawless here on the front. Blackie always had a really nice signature. This is worth, for a high on Discogs, $423, but my copy is probably worth a little bit more, considering it has a second personalized signature on the back here. On the red vinyl itself by Blackie Lawless, it says, "I don't want to be the Crimson Idol," signed Blackie Lawless here, so that's really cool. Definitely a great additional signature to have, and again, Blackie has an awesome signature. So, I've shown a bunch of signed W.A.S.P. stuff in my collection on the channel before, but this is by far my favorite. This video is a mix of CDs and vinyl, so here on the CD, I have the NDP by Black Sabbath. This was a merchandising release made available on the End Tour, right, their final tour from 2016 to 2017. All songs are previously unreleased on here, including tracks 1 through 4, which were part of the 13 album sessions, and it comes in a cardboard sleeve packaging, so the cardboard slip sleeve is the only way this was issued, and on Discogs it goes for a median price of $47, but a high of $230, and on the inside of my copy, it is signed by 3 of the original members. Of course, Bill Ward, not a part of this tour, which was a travesty, but anyway, signed by Tony Iommi, Ozzy Osbourne, and Geezer Butler. And, one thing I learned when, plugging all of this information into Discogs was, just how different CDs and vinyl are priced on that website. CDs tend to go for a lot less compared to vinyl, but a high of $230 is not bad at all. I'll definitely take it. Following that up now with the first pressing of the self-titled debut album by Kiss from 1974, released on Casablanca Records. One easy way to check if your copy is an original pressing or not is to see if it omits the track Kiss in Time, which was only available on, subsequent pressings, but not on the first pressing. My copy, of course, as you guys can see, is signed by Peter Criss and Ace Frehley. Ace has a really nice signature here, but not counting the additional value from the autographs on this record, it goes for a high of $395 on Discogs, so nearly $400. Really cool piece of history in my collection that wanted to share with you guys, and $400, not too bad at all. Next, we have Eddie's Archive, a 6-CD box set here by Iron Maiden. Great compilation, including 3 double CDs, those being BBC Archives, Beast Over Hammersmith, and the Best of the B-Sides. I'm going to open it up here. It also comes with a shot glass and a scroll. It's the Iron Maiden family tree, so that's kind of cool. And you can see on the inside the casket tray is blue, which is a good way to check if your copy is also a first edition. And this is in near mint condition as well. All the CDs are in really good shape to boot. And, of course, all the additional items still intact here as well. So this goes on Discogs for a high of $275. So, of course, I had to include something on this list from my favorite band of all time, Iron Maiden. I'm going to go back to Black Sabbath here with Live at the Hammersmith Odeon, recorded from December 31st, 1981 to January 2nd, 1982 on the Mob Rules tour. You can see Dio up here fronting the band at this point. This is a great era of Black Sabbath, and this CD was issued as part of a special limited edition run of 5,000 copies only, individually numbered. This exclusive Rhino handmade release was issued for pre-sale on May 1st, 2007, and was also discontinued on May 1st, 2007, so this was, all the copies sold out in a matter of hours, making this limited edition release the quickest to sell out in Rhino handmade history. Pretty rare to say the least. Goes for a low of $14 listed on Discogs, which surprised me. It must have been a really poor quality version of this, but a median price of $80 and a high of $180. On vinyl, Magical Mystery Tour by the Beatles, issued in a gatefold cover here with a 24-page booklet on the inside. The booklet is really nice, has some really cool photos of the band. See if you can check some of these out here. Here's a great shot of the band during, I believe, the making of the I Am the Walrus music video. So, my copy is in fairly good condition. There's definitely a little bit of wear on the packaging, but just in general, the record still plays fine, right, sounds good, and you might have noticed in the past, I do keep this record behind me on display. Love the album cover, so it is one of my favorites to have on display here behind me, but, when it comes to the pricing on Discogs, it's listed at a high of $219. So this next one really surprised me when I was plugging my collection into Discogs. We have The Fugitive by Iron Maiden, a single off the Fear of the Dark album here, also featuring Rollover, Vic Vela, and an interview that's 18 minutes long here, and so you wouldn't have expected this, but this goes for a low of $50, a median of $114, and a high of $190, so that's really cool. And then if you turn around to the back here, it does say in very small print, I don't know if you guys can see it right over here, not for sale, so that's probably why it's so rare. But, The Fugitive was never one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs, but maybe it's time I give it another listen. Last but not least, we have the deluxe edition of Heaven and Hell live at Radio City Music Hall, 2007 here. Fantastic show, great set by Ronnie James Dio fronting the band. It's Heaven and Hell, it's Black Sabbath, whatever you want to call it, it's the same thing here, but pretty hard to find if you're looking for the deluxe edition, which was limited to 5,000 copies upon its release. Comes with a replica backstage pass, replica ticket as well, some exclusive band photos, and a tour program too. So, definitely loaded here in this box set. And it's housed, of course, in the limited edition sleek black display box, you guys can see right here with the album artwork on the front. Going for a median price of $87 and a high of $199, so almost $200 there. More Sabbath with Dio, you can't go wrong with that. So that wraps up this video here, sharing with you guys some of the most expensive CDs and vinyl in my collection, according to DISCOGS.com. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel down below. Turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss a new upload. And please, I definitely want to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. If you're on Discogs and you feel comfortable sharing some of the most valuable CDs and vinyl in your collection, I definitely want to hear it. And if you're not on Discogs, but you just want to share something from your collection, please let me know some of your favorites in your collection. I definitely want to hear from you. And until next time, it's the CD guy, Johnny Z, signing off. Take care, everybody.